My lord, it has been so long since I've made a video. How do I do this again? Hello everybody, welcome back to the Salty channel. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads recently. Over the weekend I wanted to take it off because, Father's Day and I had a birthday party to go to. And, today's Monday and I was being lazy for Sunday, so I didn't record a video ahead of time, so I'm recording it now. Me being 3 days late to this topic, can I speak? I'm still gonna talk about it because you know what, why not? Now, like all of my recent videos, this one is going to be a CreepShow art video. I get it, you're tired of the 50th time, but I keep reiterating the fact that there's always new stuff coming about the situation. Then I feel the need to talk about because I'm weird. But I think instead of rambling on, I should just get into the topic at hand. Now, if you have no knowledge about this entire situation, I recommend going out and checking my last couple of videos on CreepShow art. There are a lot of them, and there are a lot of things to catch up on. And I warn you, most of them are very, very long. So unless you're not ready to binge a deep rabbit hole, then, just watch like the first one I made. Just to basically get some base ground layer. Tiny little premise is the fact that Shin got exposed for posting on lolcow talking bad about her friends. And then Emily Artful had also exposed CreepShow art for stalking her, etc, etc. And then, a bunch of stuff just literally happened. That's basically what I can say to, summarize it, because it's true, a lot of stuff did happen. And now, before I get into the new stuff about Shannon's siblings, I'd just like to plug my haha funny. So if you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Salty. I make videos like these all the time on the internet. And if you enjoy this sort of content, I'd recommend subscribing with post notifications so you get notified whenever I upload, as well as just, supporting the channel. Or maybe also liking the video. That would push it out to more people to get more awareness on CreepShow art and the nasty, horrible things she has been doing. As well as watching the video through the end. It helps the channel a ton, and it would just really make my day if, people actually enjoy my content, which no one should. And if you are really intrigued by me and my personality, even though I have none whatsoever and I'm a blank slate, you can go follow my Twitter where I tweet haha funnies, and as well as, just like stuff like you can learn about me and if you want to know more. And if you are intrigued by me or my channel and want to meet more people who do like my channel or just do like things that you like, you can go down and join my Discord server. We have a lot of fun and talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so that's basically all we do. So if you're interested by doing all of that, then I'd recommend doing it. Now to move on to the actual video. So practically to set the scale for this entire new stuff coming up recently, Porky Pig. Back when this drama all started, CreepShow got exposed for running the lolcow account. She was also brought up that she doxed her sister. Jesus Christ, can I speak? Leaking her private Twitter, as well as telling a lengthy story about her. The screenshot should be on screen because I'm too lazy to read it. And Shannon had also made a lengthy post about her sister and how, she didn't like her sister because her sister was tearing her family apart, and lots of other things that I will get into when I read off the screenshot. And by the way, get ready because it's going to be a jittery, stuttery mess where I mess up all my words. I just want to say that Shannon's sibling now goes by they them pronouns, so I'll be so if you're gonna make a comment about this video, I'd love for you to just correct yourself by using the correct pronouns. So yeah, just wanted to just do that. Okay, now onto the screenshots. Jesus Christ. After Shannon was asked who is the person that you hate the most, or at least something along those lines, she had responded with this: my sister, without a doubt. She's incredibly selfish and entitled and doesn't like when there are consequences to her actions at all. When we were younger, she was the good kid because she was super smart and knew how to do well in school. She also ran track and cross country. She was really successful in things that she would do, so our parents never really got mad at her, even when they probably should have, which is why I'm tough as nails and she freaks out when there are consequences to her actions. She's lesbian and I am bi, and when I was growing up, they told me I wasn't gay enough to be in the LGBT, and I was hetero passing. So essentially, I didn't have the right to complain about anything. She would also try to get me to date my platonic straight friends to the point where it made them uncomfortable because she was literally forcing someone on them that they didn't want to. She was also messed up with my body image, telling me that I had no chest or ass and I was shaped like an ant when I was growing up, which contributed to my eating disorder. She blamed me pretty much on everything growing up and bullied me pretty badly. She was also very aware that I was injuring myself when I was younger and didn't try to help, something which I forgave her for later on in life because she felt strongly about it. Mostly what I listed, I forgave her before realizing that I had to cut her off. I ended up cutting off because she hated my life partner because he was male. She had this useless vendetta against him when he came into my life and would constantly try to hinder me in our relationship. She would tell people that he was awful to me and get people extremely worried about my health, when the truth of the matter was we were fine. It was petty, typical teen drama. Passed out, we broke up for a day, then got back together. She went on a Twitter spree ranting about how our relationship must be abusive and was subtweeting me as if I was a victim of abuse, which I found insulting because my partner has PTSD and is a victim of abuse. She was claiming her Twitter spree was so stupid and thinly veiled. I had people asking me if it was true, which was incredibly insulting. Then she started claiming I was racist and a white nationalist. Why? Because I was living in my car where the protests were turning into riots. After the election, I posted on Facebook that I was scared and people shouldn't be rioting. They had set a car on fire literally a block away from where I was asleep, and it was chaos. But according to my sister, my safety was not important because it wasn't about my safety, it was about Trump. She also at the time made it clear that she did not care why I was living in dire circumstances, but rather it was my fault for not checking with her to see how she was doing, because she's gayer than me and her feelings matter than more. I'm not kidding. She told me, it sucks that you're still in your car, but you never once thought about how I was dealing with this. This man is president and he hates me because of who I am, and you never once thought of your queer sister, but I am also queer, so like, what? But that was ludicrous in of itself, and she was fun to make fun of, so I didn't cut her out then. Then she posted a giant post on Tumblr, one that accused my entire family of being jealous of her, including our brother who had passed away only a couple years prior. We were supposed to be jealous because she graduated from a 4-year anniversary and no one else in the family has. She got her degree broadcast in journalism and has used it 0 times 6, but I guess I'm jealous. In the past, she also accused my parents of being white nationalists as well, despite them not being that. She also railed against our family as not caring about her because she was gay, and no one had tried to reach out to her, even so far as to say that we all hated her because she was queer, and none of us could handle that. But my parents' hate had been nothing but supportive and loving towards her after she came out. The final straw was my dad having a heart attack a few months ago and coming very close to dying. He spent about 2 months in the hospital and still has to go to physical therapy. During this time, my mom desperately reached out to her because she was terrified. I was on the phone with my mom constantly, and I tried to calm her down as much as possible. However, once my sister never reached out once, she still hasn't said anything to anyone, essentially sticking to the idea that everyone in the family hates her because she's gay and everyone is underneath her, despite my parents reaching out and trying to appease her, paying bills for her, allowing her to put them in debt, and much, much more. TLDR, my sister thinks she's above everyone in that family because she went to a 4-year university that they paid for, has claimed my boyfriend is abusive because he's a straight male, said our dead brother was always jealous of her and is better off dead, and claimed my entire family are white nationalists despite the fact that we are not. Oh, and told a victim of actual mental physical abuse that his pain didn't matter because he's a straight white male. Okay, that was a ton to read off, and I'm sure I messed up my words so many times during that, and I am very sorry for that, but now I'm gonna make my points. So if you understood any of the things that I just read off, then hopefully you'll understand like what I'm about to say. So big numero uno thing, evidence is a key factor. Not to mention also that, you misgender your own goddamn sibling throughout this entire thing, despite being a person who advocates for, like, the LGBT and getting pronouns correct. And to be honest, I don't know quite really if she was aware or not of the pronouns at the time, and if not, then I can't really blame her for that. But Now this story does actually link up to the lolcow post that, again, adds some more evidence onto the fact that Shannon was running the lolcow, which is not necessarily needed to link up to things because there are already thousands of links, connecting two things together that Shannon and this lolcow poster are the same person. Plus, most of these claims are cleared up by her sibling, but I realize an argument that some people may like to make that are defending CreepShow art, which would be insanity, because I've had one comment actually defending CreepShow art, and they made the stupidest argument ever. If I have time by the end of the video, I actually want to respond to that comment because it was stupid. But basically, people may claim that it's not doxing to leak a Twitter account because, it's on Twitter, so you could easily find it. Well, the fact is, when an account is under, the lock mode, aka it is privatized, meaning that it's an account for basically friends who want to follow, or basically all of that. Or basically, you just want to keep your privacy but post on a Twitter account, just like on Instagram. Now, first of all, lolcow is a big platform. Second of all, apparently to this lolcow poster, which this has probably been proven false, then, in my opinion, it's not true. This Twitter account was leaked in a Shannon video, which, first of all, again, doxing, and plus, that Twitter account would have more than the amount of followers that it has, or at least had when the situation first dropped. So if this lolcow poster is not Shannon, but is just Amy, and is really obsessed with, Shannon, then Shannon had already doxed her sister by leaking her Twitter Twitter publicly in a, public YouTube video. Or option B, that it was both Shannon and she's just lying and making up the part about the YouTube video. And Shannon has been shown to lie over this past time of this drama occur. Again, you can go check out my last videos where there are many instances of Shannon's lies. Hey folks, I'm indeed CreepShow Art's sibling, and I'm aware that she doxed me on lolcow when I was first hospitalized in March. I have no doubt that Shannon was the one who doxed me. I don't think I have anything new to contribute to this mess besides solidarity with those who have been harassed and abused by Shannon/Anthony. I will only be public for today, plus likely will not allow folks I don't know to keep following me, but I am here if folks have questions. What was is your take on Shannon's husband? Are they actually married? Do you think he's capable of hurting her because of the situation? Shannon wasn't wrong when I called Anthony abusive back in 2015. I stand by that still. I think they are married and both very What is your take on Shannon's husband? Are they actually married? Do you think he's capable of hurting her because of the situation? Shannon wasn't wrong when I called Anthony abusive back in 2015. I stand by that still. I think they are married, plus they both clearly are very capable of harm. But I can't speak on how this personally situation is playing out interpersonally between them. I think they just know they've been caught. Did you have an inkling idea about the Emily Arfel situation? Did she ever talk about her Do you have an inkling idea about the Emily Arfel situation? Did she ever talk about her to you or in passing? I actually caught her using multiple accounts to harass who I now know to be Emily. I don't remember what the year this happened. I just know that she had multiple accounts messaging cruel things plus kind things to someone. When I asked her about it, she told me it was Anthony's ex. Did you ever witness obsessive behavior from Shannon towards Emily or any other women? Do you think this could be a character for her? I respect this if this question is too personal and you may not want to answer as you try to juggle your relationship with her. Yes, I caught Shannon harassing who I know now was Emily on multiple accounts. I remember being deeply troubled by the behavior and telling her as much as the time, and as I have been a point of obsession for her over the years, I do think it is in character. I'm not sure if you'd like to answer this, but in regards to the Reddit post, can you corroborate on your relationship with whom Shannon said was your dead brother? Some say that it could be a sibling-like relationship instead. Bobby was our cousin who lived with us for some time growing up. He was very much like a brother to us. From what I recall, Shannon began referring to him as a brother after he had passed. That part of her Reddit post is based in real loss, at least from my perspective. How do we know you're not Shannon? No offense. Shannon has certainly made skepticism the norm, and I don't know how to prove it to you. I was the name doxed, and I had this account since 2019. 2009! Jesus Christ. That's all I got for you. Now, of course, the lovely True Sleuth have provided evidence and screenshots and receipts and did a lot of research on the situation, so go check out their video, link in description. That's where I'm getting these screenshots from, and they also made a great video on this. They make many great videos, and I recommend you to go check them out. But basically, a way that we can prove that Shannon did not, in fact, run this account was there were multiple tweets from around the range from 2014 to 2016 that basically prove that Shannon does not run this account, or at least shouldn't. At ShanMarg, at Andy Vovo Kills, at, this drag racist problem every year, the debate over legitimate drag. At ShanMarg, you are a great sister, I want me to have these too. Hashtag next pack, Che, holy moly. Love this goob, will miss you, at ShanMarg. Hashtag TBT, and an Instagram link, which the account is private. I can only presume that was a photo of the two, and goob and goofer and words along those lines have been used in Shannon's video many times before, because I recall that sort of language being used in Shannon's video in the intro per se. I mean, the humor was practically like, oh, I'm an idiot, I'm a goof, I'm a goober. I'm so silly, guys. It's just funny with all this stuff coming out. Back on track. Now, some pretty concerning tweets that do link up evidence of the situation between CreepShow Art and her sister are these two that I'm about to read off. If you want to help me, give me space. Give me advice when I ask for it. Don't guilt me about taking care of myself and/or send me money. Okay, thanks. Off to snooze cruise land now. My estranged sibling, who has harassed me online for years, keeps sporadically sending me money ever since I blocked them and made all my socials private, which honestly is like the best reward for establishing boundaries ever. Now, in my personal opinion, this is clear enough evidence to put Shannon in the guilty side when we've already seen that. We've already seen that Shannon has been proven guilty multiple times over and over, and if Shannon does not give a lengthy response that is actually filled with points that, debunks every single thing, which there are very tiny, intricate things that you could put a loophole through, but the chances of those actually being the truth are very low, to a point where you can't really just say, oh, it was a coincidence, guys. It was Amy. And all this proof linking up Amy, in quotes, to Shannon and Anthony. Now, bro, I am tired. I'm really tired. It is 10 o'clock, basically, at the time of recording this, and, I want to get some popcorn and watch some JoJo, and then I want to go to bed, because I'm not dealing with this. Alright, if you enjoyed the content, subscribe, go follow my Twitter, join my Discord server, and like the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you had an amazing day, an amazing time watching this. Peace. Cheesy money all around me.